You have grades for each position that range from A to F. Browse available players to improve your team. It's week 1 of the National.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense, and in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the lot. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, 45 yards. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Fields on 1st down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a give running right is Montgomery. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Just picking up yardage and bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Fields. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Griffin. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Montgomery will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they've been heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Santos with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action, Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He's into the secondary. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they... And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are able to move back in front. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. From the 10, and he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Field's going to take this himself. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Go ahead.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Hey, come on.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's got some space here. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 73 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Go ahead.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Rolling to his left. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Off the option, here's Montgomery. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. On the carry, it's Montgomery. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Montgomery back to the ground. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another first down.
He's relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Touchdown Bears! David Montgomery, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have now moved out in front. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is now 2. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the final act was the David Montgomery touchdown reception. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Garoppolo now. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first two quarters.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for two.
But they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the side.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. Josh Allen, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Marcus Mariota has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Rashard Higgins, a touchdown reception. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game. Back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in week one this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he's going to have a Niners first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat. So
that is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw is Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On first down, it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On second down, Montgomery. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here in this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he will find his man Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Garoppolo again. This will be caught at Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They go with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's third down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the option left is Fields. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. 3rd and 2, Fields. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Fields. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? Back to throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down.
You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he is going to lose yardage here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Here's Fields. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Chicago! Justin Fields, 30 yards. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Fields trying to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. On the move to his left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout. And that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage? As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Fields. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there hauled in by Claypool. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, he was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Garoppolo. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Garoppolo looking to throw. This one caught by Kittle. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Garoppolo to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Garoppolo. Steps away. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So now Fields and the Bears Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Able to find Kmet, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Fields on 1st down. He's got Mooney, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Working with his 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Fields looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields now to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Again, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Plenty of success in this game already. 2 touchdown catches, but that was a very dangerous throw. But you have to understand, with 2 catches already for touchdowns, they're going to try and force it to him at times as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD always a